2020 June 17. Daily Bread Passage. 1 Chronicles chapter 17 verse 16 to 27. Key verse. Verse 23b 24a. Title: There is no one like you, Lord. Bible passage. Then King David went in and sat before the Lord, and he said, Who am I, Lord God, and what is my family, that you have brought me this far? And as if this were not enough in your sight, my God, you have spoken about the future of the house of your servant. You, Lord God, have looked on me as though I were the most exalted of men. What more can David say to you for honoring your servant? For you know your servant. Lord. For the sake of your servant and according to your will, you have done this great thing and made known all these great promises. There is no one like you, Lord, and there is no God but you, as we have heard with our own ears. And who is like your people Israel, the one nation on earth whose God went out to redeem a people for himself, and to make a name for yourself, and to perform great and awesome wonders by driving out nations from before your people, whom you redeemed from Egypt? You made your people Israel your very own forever, and you, Lord, have become their God. And now, Lord, let the promise you have made concerning your servant and his house be established forever. Do as you promised, so that it will be established and that your name will be great forever. Then people will say, The Lord Almighty, the God over Israel, is Israel's God, and the house of your servant David will be established before you. You, my God, have revealed to your servant that you will build a house for him. So your servant has found courage to pray to you. You, Lord, are God. You have promised these good things to your servant. Now you have been pleased to bless the house of your servant, that it may continue forever in your sight, for you, Lord, have blessed it, and it will be blessed forever. Daily Bread Message. 1. Who am I, Lord God? King David was awestruck by God's promises to him. He prayed with gratitude and humility. David deeply understood both the depth of his unworthiness and the amazing grace and promises God had made. In a world full of false gods, David saw that there is no one like the Lord God of Israel. God had miraculously redeemed Israel. God performed great wonders to drive out the nations. God made Israel his own people forever. Let's also remember God's amazing promises for us. 2. May God's name be great forever. David knew well the broader purpose of God's personal promises to him. God would establish David's kingdom and a dynasty. Through this God would make his name great forever. He prayed that people would know the Lord Almighty. He prayed his house would continue forever so that people down through the generations would know God. God accomplished this through Jesus Christ. Prayer. Lord God, who am I that you have brought me this far? Thank you for saving your people and me through Jesus. Help us exalt your name. One word. Thank God for what he has done.